Hello everyone. Welcome back to the video on the channel. So, so I'm going to talk about the Dr. Disrespect situation again. I'm going to make another video about that, the whole Dr. Disrespect situation, what happened with him on Twitch, him sending those messages to those minors. There's simply no excuse. He's married, he has a daughter, and he still chose to send images to someone he knew he was a minor. He knew about the age, knew about their age, he knew they were a minor, he lied about that as well. And, and that's why he got banned, which, I mean, to be fair, it seems pretty fair. Twitch can't have, a pedo on their platform, sending messages to people, sending messages to the people that are under the age of consent. You obviously can't have that on their platform, so that's why they banned him, which is pretty much justified, I feel like. Anyways, there's an article on the Forbes website called named Dr. Disrespect. The article is called and named Dr. Disrespect issues shocking statement, finally revealing why he was banned from Twitch. And this article was written by Eric Kane, and he is the senior contributor on Forbes. So yeah, Dr. Disrespect issues shocking statement, finally revealing why he was banned from Twitch. Updated June 26, 2024. See update below. Dr. Disrespect, aka Guy Beam, has been in the news again. Nearly 4 years after he was banned from Twitch in 2020, the online streaming platform where he made found fame and notoriety. Now it sounds like the popular streamer may be calling it quits indefinitely. The reason for the ban was never revealed by Twitch or Dr. Disrespect, though the latter took the streaming platform to court over the ban, while the former paid out Beam's contract. Years passed, history became legend, legend became myth. Then on June 22nd, 2024, former account director of strategic partnership at Twitch, Cody Connors, tweeted, Dr. Disrespect got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon, the powers that could read in plain text. He got banned because he caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. He was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Beam responded to this allegation on Twitter. Listen, he tweeted, I'm obviously tied to legal obligations from the settlement with Twitch, but I just need to say what I can since this is the bleeping internet. I didn't do anything wrong. All this has been probed and settled. Nothing illegal. No wrongdoing was found, and I was paid. He also responded to the media personality Jake Lucky with a strange non-denial, tweeting, Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was not acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract. Then during a stream on June 23rd, Dr. Disrespect received a message that appeared to dispirit the streamer. Then during a stream on June 23rd, Dr. Disrespect received a message that appeared to dispirit the streamer. During the end of the Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree session, Beam indicated that he might be stepping back from streaming altogether, explaining that I'm just feeling burnt out. Maybe it's time to start something new, something different, he told his viewers. But I think, first and foremost though, I did have a bit of a planned vacation coming up, but I might extend that starting today. It is what it is. People get fatigued. To be honest, I don't know how long my vacation is, but maybe I extend that. We'll see. This came just before the game studio we co-founded, Midnight Society, announced it would be severing ties from the streamer. The company's statement reads, on Friday evening, we became aware of an allegation against one of our co-founders, Guy Beam, aka Dr. Disrespect. We assumed his innocence and began speaking with parties involved. And, in order to maintain our principles and standards as a studio and individuals, we needed to act. For this reason, we are terminating our relationship with Guy Beam immediately. While these facts are difficult to hear and even more difficult to accept, it is our duty to act with dignity on behalf of all individuals involved, especially the 55 developers and families we have employed along with our company of players. As with the Twitch ban nearly 4 years ago, much of this remains shrouded in mystery. Twitch has not commented on the matter, and Beam has certainly announced that he's quitting before, whether that's streaming or just streaming specific games like Call of Duty. He always seems to come back. Some have also called into question tweets made by Connors promising to reveal why Dr. Disrespect was banned if Connors sold out 3 of his upcoming shows last year. However, another former Twitch employee backed Connors' statement as an unnamed anonymous source to The Verge. How none of this has come out in nearly 4 years is another big question, and more than a little shocking in an age of online leaks and gossip. Update. Just after publishing the above piece, Dr. Disrespect issued a lengthy statement admitting to inappropriate messages with a minor, though he denies that involved anything illegal, and pushes back against accusations that he's a predator. Were there Twitch streamer messages with an individual minor back in 2017, Beam writes? The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leaned too much in the direction of being inappropriate, but nothing more. Nothing illegal happened, no pictures were shared, no crimes were committed. I never even met the individual. I went through a lengthy arbitration regarding a civil dispute with Twitch, and that case not resolved by a settlement. Let me be clear. It was not a criminal case against me, and no criminal charges have ever been brought against me. Beam added. Now, from a moral standpoint, I'll absolutely take responsibility. I should never have entertained these conversations to begin with. He also forcibly denies he is a predator or a pedo, writing, now with all this said, don't get it effing mistaken. I've seen all the remarks and labels being thrown around so loosely. Social media is a destruction zone. I'm no predator. I'm no effing predator or pedo. The streamer added that he's changed since 2020 and that he's not going anywhere, writing, I'm not the same guy that had made this mistake all those years ago. I'm taking extended vacation with my family as mentioned on stream, and I'm putting back with a heavy weight off my shoulders. The profanity-laden statement can be found in full in the tweet below. And he makes the tweet. He made the tweet on Twitter, which you can probably find. I'm pretty sure it's still up there, but he edited the tweet, so just keep that in mind. Now, at long last, we know without a shadow of a doubt why Twitch banned Dr. Disrespect in 2020. It may not be the final chapter in the saga, but it's something. Without access to the messages or more information on the matter, we still can only speculate at this point. We only have Beam's word on the matter. Until the messages are released, with the other party's name and identity reacted, obviously, we don't know just how serious this really is. Twitch has yet to make a statement on the matter, and it's unclear whether the company will do so. What do you think about all this? Let me know on Twitter and Facebook. Okay, that's update to 6/26/2024. The reaction online, even on the Dr. Disrespect subreddit, has been pretty universally one of disgust, despair, and resignation. Already sponsors are dropping the streamer, and big names in the streaming community are distancing themselves from Beam. The game Disrespect was working on with Midnight Society, a studio co-founded, and a distraction shooter called Dead Drop, is going to face an uphill battle with many players calling it DOA. The game, which featured controversial NFTs, has seen the price of those NFTs nosedive in the wake of Doc's admission. Meanwhile, tens of thousands of followers have unfollowed the streamer on Twitter and YouTube. Doc's friend and popular streamer Tim the Tatman Bitar has called Beam's actions inexcusable in a Twitter video where Bitar is visibly upset. The only holdouts seem to be fans who say that maybe the messages with the unnamed underage person are just real ribald jokes or off-color remarks rather than sexual or flirtatious. I wonder this as well, but Doc's line about attention strikes me as an enormous red flag. And regardless of the content of the messages, any appropriate messaging with the minor is indefensible and wrong. At best, it's a question of degree at this point, and that isn't saying much. I think the best thing for Beam at this point would be to sail into the sunset and leave a streaming career behind him. He's defiant in the statement above, but that defiance will lead to nowhere but more controversy and a gaming community that's almost entirely united against him, or at least unwilling to support him, outside of a small but vocal slice of his fan base. Most fans of Reddit are massively disappointed and feel incredibly betrayed and disenchanted with someone they looked up to for such a long time. Time to give the ghost doc. Go tend to your family, forge a new path, enjoy your wealth, and make something new. So yeah, there's no excuse for his behavior. Honestly, Dr. Disrespect has absolutely no excuse whatsoever. He has a wife. He has a daughter. He already has a family. There is no reason for him to be messaging any other woman, much less children, under the age of 18. Messaging a child, a teenager, messaging someone who's very well under the age of consent, inappropriately. Messaging any minor, messaging a minor does not mean you're messaging them sexually inappropriately. You can't have conversations with minors that are not inappropriate. I suppose maybe if someone reached out to me for advice on something, I guess I could message them saying that, giving my tips, giving my advice, giving my 2 cents, on some issue that they need help with. That's one thing. That's not messaging them inappropriately. But this is not But what Dr. Disrespect did was message this minor inappropriately. Numerous messages that he sent to this person, inappropriately, messaging them with all sorts of weird messages, with like talking to them like sexually, talking to them in a weird way, like sending them dirty messages, like stuff that you wouldn't say normally, like if you have intentions with that person, they're obviously going to send those messages, and that's what happened here, If those messages ever got leaked, Dr. Disrespect's life is pretty much over at this point. It's just sad how so many YouTubers and so many celebrities and so many Twitch streamers just can't stop messaging minors and just not interact with people that are way under their age, They say age is just a number, but the number of these children is way too low for these adults, honestly. It's just sad if so many adults, YouTubers and Twitch streamers and grown men can't find people their own age to hook up with, rather than messaging people that are way too young for them, that are too young, messaging minors and talking to minors. How difficult is it not to talk to kids? Talk to people your own age. You have a wife, you have a daughter. You should be taking care of them and focusing on them rather than focusing on some minor who you shouldn't be messaging in the first place. It's just unbelievable, honestly. Dr. Disrespect has no excuse at the end of the day. I mean, there's simply no excuse for that, He may not call him, in his tweet earlier, he said he wasn't a pedo. Well, what are you then, Though Pluvius said the same exact thing. Gay people aren't going to message women because they're not straight. They have no interest in those women, Straight people are not going to message, straight men are not going to message other men because they're not gay. They have no interest in those men. The same thing here. Dr. Disrespect messaged a minor. How is that not being a pedo, People that are not pedos are not going to message minors. But people that are pedos will message minors. So clearly, if they're not pedos, what are they then, There's simply no excuse for that. No adult should be messaging a minor in this manner. Absolutely not. There is simply no excuse for that. So yeah, Dr. Disrespect, hopefully he'll get what he deserves. Justice will be served. And, another YouTuber and celebrity has once again been outed. It's really unfortunate how things turned out. But at the end of the day, there's simply no excuse. He shouldn't be doing this in the first place. There's simply no excuse for him to be messaging a minor, for talking to a minor, people that are below his age level. There's no excuse for that. Messaging people that are way out of your age gap. There's simply no excuse for that. Well, yeah, take care, everybody. Another video from my channel. Take care, everyone.